My father was a minister too. I grew up in the church. The first live shows I saw were in the church. I grew up at a time in the 50s and 60s when some of the most respected people in the community were singers. They were respected like athletes. Sang, they go sing. If you sang, you could get almost anything you wanted. And so everybody in my family could sing and could play. My father gave me my first piano lesson when I was 4 years old, something like that. He only played in one key, he played E flat. They called it boogie woogie. But for me, the voice is the most important instrument on the planet. The group I'm here with now, Heritage Blues Orchestra, we decided when we started into this group that we're in that we were going to feature the voice because it's gotten so forgotten. In the days of blues, it's all about its guitar. Or it's piano, the story is gone. If somebody sings 2 verses and the guitar player takes 12 choruses and solo. By the time he's done, I forgot what the first verse was. What was he singing about? So I think it's something that we all can do. It's not always the best voice that can deliver the message. The person who's feeling it, who's delivering it to you. Some of the best singers in the world don't have the best voice. Like Bob Dylan. But when he sings the songs, you believe it. You believe it. But that's what I want to hear. The voice. And, how it's changed. The first voice I remember hearing was my mother. She sang all the time around she was cooking. One of her favorite songs was "Oh Precious Lord." She'd be whipping eggs. Yeah. And she'd be singing. She'd be doing this at one time, singing another time. Take my hand, and so I hear her singing. So my singing, it's a lot of her. It's a lot of her. She got that real tight high brow like that. The old singer, a little close to Africa. Real tight brow. Now it's this long and. The voice become more of like a virtuoso instrument, where everybody's riffing and forgot about the lyric and the content, And that's not singing. That's not singing. Singing is supposed to deliver a message to the community. If you don't do that, what's the point? So, it's all about the voice.
This is very exciting because you have an opportunity to hear what it takes to get to that voice. I keep saying to all audiences that everybody can do a lot more than they do because they just don't understand that it's like it's magic to get to use all your potential. You know what I'm saying? And it's just that we live in a society that oftentimes sets itself up so that it wants you just to be waiting for them to tell you what it is. Okay, and you just have to learn how to take the initiative. Just take that initiative because it's like somebody said, somebody was asking me the other day, how do I learn how to sing better than I know? I said, well, what kind of music do you like? Blah, 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 blah. I said, okay, find a black gospel church and join the choir. Just as simple as that. And if you have any trepidation about singing, go. Find one you like. Now, don't go someplace you don't like the sound of the choir. When you hear the sound of a choir you like, go on up in there. And first thing that will happen is it'll teach you what level you got to come up to be able to project. So, that sorts it out real quick, and it's not like going to the teacher and he's got you singing all these scales. You might have some scale work to do, but it's within the context that you're going to sing this Sunday. Thank you very much. The thing is, it's so amazing. You see people doing something, they're doing a completely other job, and you show up in church on Sunday and hear this person open up and sing. That was a big, important part of a lot of our upbringing was that was the church on Sunday. And the people who sang, you're correct, absolutely correct. But when you say that, singers were like athletes. I mean, I'm serious. Sister Rosetta Thorpe would come to town, lines of people on the lawn, and places packed, and people still standing outside just to hear a little bit of it come drifting out onto the street. And unfortunately, because much of this information is been written down by those who read, whoever it is that it gets filed in places where those who read file those things, and it doesn't get circulated back into the populace. And that's one of the things that's great about the Blues Cruise, is that a lot of stuff gets circulated back into the populace who loves the music in the first place, and gets to meet with the musicians, and see them on a real level. Anyway, go ahead.
But I just want to say, I write you out with that. I didn't start off singing in the church. I started being in the church with my father. And in the choir, and I was the little guy who was in the choir, and I always, because of my dad at church, I was the guy who kind of float and bring some water or do whatever, and somebody kind of fall out and shout or whatever. I had to be because of my dad at church. I remember this, I'm trying to be as nice as I can about this. I remember the lady was singing, she couldn't sing that well, but the lady in front of her really sang. This lady could not sing, was singing over the lady could sing, so you could really sing well. And she had, the dress was kind of stuck up a little bit. And I pulled it, I got to be nice, because was my dad at church. She slapped me and said, boy, you maddest thing, you got stuck it back in there. Honest, in the church. So I came up in the church knowing a lot of things, because when you preach a song, when your daddy couldn't do certain things, I was there to do it. So I learned a lot of things about the church. So since that time, I'm a blues singer, but for like 20 years, I've been involved with a jail ministry. I'm a biblical study. Don't always do the thing I should do, but because I know what I get whooped for. The man that get whooped for what he knows. That's many stripes I'm talking about. I think one of your head was this thing. But he didn't say the man who didn't know we could whoop. He said it was purposeful like a knowledge. So this is what you get here today, some knowledge from us to what we can tell you about where we come from. Sing the blues, do the blues, and I'm not fortunate to do what Taj Mahal do, because he got all these elements that he do. But you can do the same thing. You don't have to sing that what he do or what I do. Just sing what you do and do what you do and do the best you do what you can, because everybody have a talent.
That's right.
You can do what you do and do it well. If you're a carpenter, get your hammer and a nail. If you're a guitar player, get your guitar. Get your guitar and sing. But I want all you, some of you, if you don't sing, know that too.
Okay, we're gonna open this up. State who it is you'd like to ask the question to. I don't know how much time we're going to have here, but about 10 minutes. All right.
Good for questions.
Yeah,
Good.
not too long. Question.